Sometimes in life, we encounter words that discourage us. People tell us that our dreams are too big, that they are beyond our capabilities, that we lack the means and the talent to achieve something great. They speak as if they are doing us a favor, waking us up from illusions, as if they understand the world's limits better than we do. But is that truly the case? The reality is that grand dreams are not the issue. The issue is belief, whether we believe in ourselves. After all, every great achievement begins with a dream, and the person who turns it into reality is the one who dares to believe, dares to act, and dares to persist. If someone says your dream is impossible, that is their limitation, not yours. History is full of individuals who were doubted, rejected, and ridiculed for their dreams. Yet by holding fast to unwavering faith and tireless effort, they changed their own lives and even the world. Therefore, never give up simply because someone else cannot see what you envision in your mind. Remember, people only call a dream too big when they have never dared to dream that way themselves. If you dare to dream, dare to take action, then nothing is too big, because the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. You are watching the video on YouTube Tales Unfold. Robert was born into an unstable family. His father was a horse trainer whose work required constant relocation from one ranch to another, from one racetrack to the next. As a result, Robert's childhood was marked by countless moves, endless school transfers, and the perpetual need to adjust to new environments, new teachers, and new classmates. Despite these hardships, Robert never allowed them to dim the bright dream in his heart. While many children remained uncertain about their futures, Robert knew exactly what he wanted. He longed for the day when he would own a vast horse ranch of his own. It was not a fleeting childhood fantasy, but a living image that played in his mind. Wide green pastures, spacious stables, and himself training and caring for his horses with all his passion. That dream did not stem from whimsy, but from the reality he lived every day. Aware of his family's modest means and the difficulty of achieving such a dream, Robert never doubted his ability to make it come true. In his heart, that dream was not just a goal. It was the driving force that carried him through every challenge and kept him steadfast on his chosen path. One day in class, the teacher assigned a special essay. Write about your dreams and goals for the future. For many students, it was just another assignment, but for Robert, it was a precious opportunity to clearly express the dream he had nurtured for so long. That evening, Robert sat at his desk with eyes shining with inspiration. He did not write a brief essay just to finish. He devoted the entire evening to pouring his heart into every sentence. The result was a 7-page essay, detailed, specific, and brimming with enthusiasm. In it, Robert described his dream of owning a 200-acre horse ranch. He envisioned a house, stables, training grounds, and expansive pastures, all carefully sketched by his hand in a detailed layout. Robert knew his dream might be deemed unrealistic. He feared the teacher might not believe that a poor boy could one day realize such a future. But that did not deter him. He believed everyone has the right to dream, and that a dream only becomes meaningless if one abandons it. The next morning, Robert submitted his essay with pride and unwavering faith. He had just laid the first bricks in building the greatest dream of his life. A few days later, the essays were returned. Robert nervously opened his, hoping for praise. Instead, his heart sank. Across the top of the first page was a large red F, circled in bold, accompanied by the cold note, "See me after class." That afternoon, weight heavy in his chest, Robert approached the teacher's desk. He asked quietly, "Sir, why did I get an F?" The teacher regarded him for a moment before replying in a calm but firm voice, "Robert, your essay is not realistic. You're the son of a poor horse trainer. Your family moves constantly, and you have no land or money. A 200-acre ranch sounds lovely, but does not fit your circumstances. Rewrite your essay with a more practical goal, and I'll reconsider your grade." Those words hit Robert like a cold splash of water, dousing the fire of his enthusiasm. He felt deflated, hurt, and confused. Was his dream truly too far-fetched? Could an honest essay from his heart be dismissed as unrealistic? That evening, Robert took the paper home and sat silently, staring at the lines he had written with full faith. He faced two choices: revise the essay for a better grade, or preserve his dream and accept a temporary defeat. A pivotal decision lay before him. Later that night, Robert sat in a quiet corner, eyes fixed on the essay marked F. The words of his vivid dream now felt heavy. Should he continue believing or yield to the teacher's demand for a better grade? Sensing his unusual silence, his father, the one person who understood him best, asked gently, "What's troubling you?" Robert recounted everything, his voice trembling with disappointment. His father listened thoughtfully, then spoke slowly. "Son, the choice is yours. But remember this, if you abandon your dream because of criticism or a grade, you'll be inclined to give up whenever challenges arise. Yet if you hold fast to your belief and defend your dream, no matter how difficult, one day you will achieve it." His father's words rekindled Robert's faith. After a week of reflection, he returned to class with resolute eyes, clutching the unchanged essay. He told his teacher plainly, "Sir, I understand your point, but I cannot change my dream just for a higher grade. I accept the F." The teacher studied him silently for an extended moment. In that pause, he saw something unique in Robert, a determination that refused to break, even when the world said it was impossible. Years passed, and the once stern teacher retired, yet he still thought of his former students, particularly Robert, the boy who earned an F for daring to dream. On a field trip with new students, the teacher visited a beautiful countryside. When the bus halted at the gates of an immense horse ranch, he looked up at the sign and felt his heart drop. It was a familiar name. Moments later, a tall, confident man greeted the group. When that man smiled and addressed him by name, the teacher's heart stopped. It was Robert. Stunned and moved, the teacher walked through the gates onto the 200-acre ranch, a perfect match to the sketch from the old essay. He choked back emotion and said, "Robert, I owe you an apology. I gave you an F, not because your writing was poor, but because I had once had a dream like yours and abandoned it. I tried to protect you from disappointment. But today, you've taught me, the strongest people are those who dare to hold on to their dreams." Robert simply smiled, not with pride, but with the calm of someone who had overcome hardship and touched what the world once said was unattainable. Standing amid the vast ranch he once imagined, the teacher was overcome with emotion. He walked beside Robert, eyes tracing every stable path and pasture, exactly as in the essay he once deemed unrealistic. At last, the teacher paused and spoke in a hushed voice. "Robert, I must admit, I didn't mark you down because your essay lacked merit. The truth is, I once had a great dream like yours, but life's hardships and fears led me to abandon it. I believed dreams belonged only on paper, not in reality." He looked at Robert with regret shining in his eyes. "I told countless children they could not, that their dreams were too distant. Worst of all, they listened. They gave up because a grown-up told them to. But you did not. You are living proof of what I had forgotten, that those who truly dream never give up." His voice trembled as tears welled in his eyes, tears for a man who had not only succeeded but kept faith despite every doubt. Robert nodded gently, as if to say that forgiveness exists, and a dream only needs one person brave enough to hold it for it to live on. In Robert's elegant 4,000-square-foot home, a special corner by the fireplace holds treasured mementos. Among photos, medals, and framed artworks hangs a weathered piece of paper, the essay that once earned an F. Time has yellowed the page and faded the ink, but the red "See me after class" remains clear. To someone else, it might recall a painful failure. To Robert, it stands as a symbol of a great victory, not over a grade, but over self-doubt, external skepticism, and the temptation to abandon his dream. Every glance at that framed essay reminds Robert of the boy who once sat alone, torn between his dream and the easy path. He smiles, grateful that the boy chose the harder, truer road. That essay is more than a keepsake. It is a reminder that every dream deserves belief, no matter what others say. When we stay resolute, no rejection can stop us from turning our dreams into reality. Ultimately, Robert's story is not just about a boy's journey to success, but a powerful call to all of us. Never let anyone steal your dreams. On life's journey, skeptics will always exist, their words sowing doubt. That's impossible, you can't do it, or be realistic. The truth is, no one but you has the right to decide which dreams are viable and which are fanciful. Only you know what sets your heart ablaze, what gives you the will to rise each morning with fierce determination. Whether your dream is opening a small cafe, becoming an artist, a scientist, or simply living a meaningful life, no dream is too big or too small. What matters is not the dream's scale, but the sincerity and effort you pour into it. Learn to turn dreams into clear goals, then move step by step toward them. Each small advance proves you're getting closer to your dream. And if someone ever says you can't, let your success be the gentle yet powerful answer. Dreams are meant to be seen, but goals are meant to be achieved. Start today. Nurture your dream, believe in it, and never let it go.